Welcome back to the Tahoe Real Estate Show. Mark Salmon, Jerry joined us from the SCA Alliance. You guys joined us last month. Where do we stand on this whole ballot initiative for someone tuning in for the first time? Maybe they're not aware of it. Mark, what's the overview? What are we talking about here with this initiative?
The city of South Lake Tahoe revised their vacation rental ordinance some time ago. The opposition, the anti-vacation rental folks, didn't care for that result, and so immediately they proposed a ballot initiative to ban vacation rentals in the city of South Lake Tahoe. Our group formed Sustainable Community Alliance, a competing ballot measure that would more be consistent with what the city already had in place, looking for a little bit of balance, and that's the Cliff Notes version, obviously, but today we just received our signatures and submitted to the city for approval. And we're on our way now. In less than 3 weeks, we collected 1,827 signatures, and then we had a little bit of the vetting process, packaging this up, and submittal. It took less than 30 days. We vetted our signatures prior to submission, so we know they're all verified voters in the city of South Lake Tahoe.
Jerry, big picture, what's at stake here? I know that the recreational center remodel is on hold right now because of this initiative. What's at stake economically here for residents and people coming to the community?
Right. Well, for the rec center, it's a new building completely. Is what the Measure P money was for. So we're talking about an extra 2% was the Measure P on the TOT money, and to build the new building, we have to go to the bond market. But nobody's going to lend in the bond market on an uncertain return if they don't know what's at stake with this TOT money. So basically, we're going to have to get past November to find that out, and then beyond that. Our alliance is really, we're concerned about the economy, the local economy, the people that are going to be really, well, everybody's going to be impacted because tourism is our industry, and if we beat that up by roughly 1/3, that is a significant impact that will be very difficult to deal with.
I've heard estimates anywhere from $30 to $80 million of lost revenue to the city of South Lake Tahoe if this initiative goes through. Well,
yeah, the socioeconomic study, it suggested that $65 to $80 million is infused into the economy based on the tourism dollar, and that's a calculation based on TOT, and so again, we're talking about 1/3 of that going away. So the folks on the front lines, your bartenders, waiters, dishwashers, people that rent kayaks and bikes and boats and skis and poles and boards and all that other stuff. I mean, those guys are directly impacted, and if it's let's say it's 1/3. How they can't sustain that. Those businesses just can't deal with that kind of a blow, I don't believe.
What happens to my real estate value if this goes through here in the city?
Instant reduction of value, obviously. That's because what you're going to see is people. They bought these homes as an investment, obviously, and if they're not allowed to do what they want to do with it, they're probably going to look to offload those properties and recognize that a lot of people are going to be thinking the same way.
Some people might say, hey, that's great for affordable housing. Probably not the case, though, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, again, we talk about this word workforce housing, but I think our focus is on the work side of it before the housing part. If we don't have jobs, they don't have money, the housing's secondary. We need to deal with the housing crisis. We are definitely willing to get on the front lines of that as well, but we're talking about two totally different topics here. Right now, we actually have our website up and running. RestrictDon'tBanVHRs.com.
Right on the screen right now. I appreciate you guys coming in and taking time to join us again, and maybe we can get you back next month for an update as well.
We appreciate the time, Pete.
Yeah, thank you very much for the time. Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. More of the Tahoe Real Estate Show coming up after the break.